Hey everyone, welcome back to the GameSpot stage here at E3 2016. I'm Lucy, joining myself and Scott on the couch, showing us some live Sniper Elite 4 gameplay. We've got Tim Jones and Robbie Cook from Rebellion. Guys, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Right, so what are you going to be showing us today?
We are going to be showing you one of the early levels in Sniper Elite 4. Well, a little bit of it. The level is huge. You could spend hours in the game playing it, but Robbie's going to be doing his best to show off the game at his best.
I shall try.
Expect some slow motion kill cams.
Awesome. All right.
It wouldn't be a Sniper Elite game if there weren't slow motion kill cams.
They're a crowd pleaser for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. We're set in World War II again. And this is 1943 in Italy, and in this level we've got like it's a beautiful mountain wooded valley with a giant viaduct with a giant railway gun on it, which that's your primary objective. You've got to take it out. I don't know whether Robbie will be able to manage that, but I'm sure
We
he'll
have faith.
Not
We
yet.
be
have
able to take out a few Nazis along the
I
way
haven't managed
anyway.
it on a single live stream yet, so
So the maps in Sniper Elite 4 are way bigger than you've ever done before, right?
Yeah, they're like several times the size of any of the maps in Sniper Elite 3, which is great. We've been able to do that with the power of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One and PC, and we've now got like all the AI, all the enemies across the entire map are active all the time. Like, so that can be like hundreds of AI, which means you've got like really cool emergent gameplay going on.
if you look at the map where we're starting there with the marker, that we're about 3/4 of the way through the actual. When you're playing the game, when it comes out, you'll actually be starting here. So it's an absolutely huge level.
Yeah.
The objective we're going to take out is this one here, the bridge.
So I think what we'll first do here, which is typical to Sniper Elite, is we'll take out binoculars to zoom in and mark our targets to plan our attack. That's
Scope out the
where
area.
we've got to place the satchel charge just there, which Robbie zoomed in on. That's the railway gun we've got to take out. And we have a look around. We can see some useful explosive objects, which may come in useful in a moment. And as we tag the targets there, you can see we're bringing up lots of information about them, what objects they're carrying, their weaponry,
His
and
sad history.
yeah, this guy.
Oh, joined the Hitler
he's
Youth
lost
at
love.
age of 16 to impress a girl.
Yeah, and she married his
Oh.
best friend.
Oh, man.
That's a sad story.
I
And
guess
he's going to die today, so he's
I think
really
he might.
not having a good time.
He's not going to survive this.
Yeah.
So your writing team must have a lot of fun. I imagine
sure.
the Easter eggs and stuff they're in.
Yeah, there's all sorts of entertaining stuff. I mean, there's like lots of collectibles in the game, like, you know, soldiers' letters home and stuff like that, and documents and things. There's huge amount of detail to explore in the game beyond just the shooting. But okay, what are you going to do here, Robbie? You've already disturbed them.
Yeah, they are kind of on the watch.
Okay,
oh, here
nice.
we go.
They heard my first shot because I didn't manage to time it with the gun.
Oh.
That'll do it, though.
Yeah, that's one sniper down. Long shot. So we've got some XP there. You gain XP as you go through the game. You use that to upgrade your weapons and your equipment and your skills as well. But Robbie's just going to pick up a few bits of equipment there, some mines and things.
See where else I can tag around here.
Okay.
So speaking of the X-ray kill cam,
Uh-huh.
whose job is it to make that kind of look as gruesome as it is? But also, where do they get their research from?
Well, it actually
Weird
takes...
corner of YouTube.
there are some places you can go on the internet that you don't really want to know about, but it actually takes a huge number of people, one way or another. People who work on the physics, people who work on like the modelling of the internal organs and the skeleton, the guys that do all the breaking up of those bones in all the like hundreds of different places that it can happen, because you can't predict where people are going to fire their bullets from and to and what angle, and we've got to be able to take account of all of that. The guys that set up the cameras and all the blood effects and the sound effects, and it's a complex job.
That is one question, is what do you use when you're in the audio, in the sound process, to mimic the sound of a breaking, shattering bone?
It's awesome.
Well, I think various forms of vegetables get abused quite badly in
Really?
the creation of gory sound effects. Yeah, I think sort of twisting of celery is particularly good for breaking bones.
I'm going to try this when I get home.
Yeah.
I'll be stood in my kitchen and my housemate will be going, what are you doing? I'm trying to make a breaking bone sound.
And then that's when you discover I'm just messing with you.
Too gullible.
No, that is actually what they use, amongst other things.
Robbie, I believe your cover is blown.
Yes.
Yes, you're really kind of going loud here. But this gives us an opportunity to show one of our new features here. He's searching this officer for useful stuff, and he's found a duty roster, which has revealed the location of a bunch of the enemy that are associated with that officer just over there in that base over there. So that saves us having to go through slowly, tagging them all with our binoculars.
Sniper spotted me.
Oh,
That's right.
Okay.
seems to be okay.
I've left a trap on the officer as well in case anyone goes to investigate.
Okay.
So that's another new thing in the game, right? You can leave booby traps.
Yeah.
Dead bodies.
Yeah, the AI, naturally pay attention to the dead. You know, if you're playing it super stealthy, you're going around getting spotted by nobody. But if you leave a body out in the open, they'll go like, "Oh, it's a body," and like go and investigate it. And you can use that to your advantage, either by just sniping them, or maybe shooting the grenade on the body, which then blows them all up. Or you might leave a trap there.
They're just concerned about their fallen comrade.
Yeah.
Check he's okay, and then they end up getting blown up.
I think you're forgetting that they are the bad guys.
They are the bad guys. All right. I'll let you have that one.
So let's see if we can take out the sniper here.
Yeah, because he can see me from quite fast, so
Yeah.
we want to take him out first.
I don't know
So
if you
had he
noticed.
seen you at that point, or was he just looking at?
Looking in the general direction,
Yes.
but he hadn't. had
They
he
knew I
spotted
was
you?
roughly there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did, because the marker came up.
But I don't know if you noticed there's like a little diamond marker that came up that is slightly below the center of the reticule, and that's showing where your bullet's going to drop under gravity. We use really sort of realistic ballistics in the game, and the fact is bullets don't go in straight lines. They fall under gravity like anything else. So the further the shot is, the further the bullet drops.
Would a hardcore player be able to turn off the color-coded reticule?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's always been key to Sniper Elite. Like, if you want to play on authentic mode, then you get to turn off all the helpers, and you get all the detailed ballistics. You have to take account of things like wind as well, and the AI gets a lot smarter and quicker at spotting you as well. A lot of the fans really love playing that way, so we like to deliver for them. But this is on standard difficulty mode, which is a good level for most people, including
Yeah.
myself.
It's the right level for me.
So another thing your community's been asking for years now is scope zeroing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've heard about
Introducing
scope zeroing,
What-
yeah.
How can you explain what it is? I
Okay.
mean, I've never really shot a sniper rifle myself, so I don't know what it is.
Basically, well, as I said, over distance, the bullet drops below the center. So if you know how far away your target is, like let's say it's 100 meters away, and you know how far the bullet's going to drop, then you can re-zero the scope so that at 100-meter range, the bullet will actually hit the reticule. So in the scope view here, you can see if you just press left and right on the D-pad, it'll readjust the scope zeroing, which is a really good assistance when you're trying to deal on those long shots.
Yeah.
And not have to like go, oh, my bullet's going all the way down there. You can force it back up again. And fans have been asking for that for a while, and we've got it in this time.
Hey.
It's a small detail, but they matter.
Yeah. All right.
So Robbie's sticking to the bushes here. We've got like a realistic sensors for the AI, so they pay attention to how visible you are. There's a little circle around the player you can see expanding and contracting on the radar to the
Yeah.
bottom left there. As if you stand up, it gets wider. That shows how far you can be seen from. As you crouch down or go prone, it narrows. If you go into shadows, it narrows further. And when you're hidden in a bush like this, you're pretty well hidden. So.
But could someone up a tower see you if they look down?
Potentially, yes.
Oh, I just got it in time.
Well, that wasn't very nice, Robbie.
I didn't design that bit.
Fair enough. So yeah, that was another of our new features, the X-ray kill cam on melee kills and stealth kills. That's new to Sniper Elite 4. Oh, you missed him. Come on.
He's now he knows
He's
I'm
not
around.
happy.
You're getting pretty close to the viaduct here.
Yeah.
You'll see a bunch of other gadgets and tricks you can use on the weapon wheel that Robbie just brought up there. But the trusty grenade, well done.
Yep.
2 in 1. We've actually got secondary functions for a lot of those things as well. So you could switch to a sticky grenade if you wanted to, which is useful for sticking to things, the environment, vehicles, even the enemies themselves if you're feeling pretty mean. What's your next move, Robbie?
I'm going to try and get onto the scaffolding unmolested or unspotted, but that's already failed as we.
Come on. Yeah, good bush shot there.
That is a resilient soldier.
Or maybe poor aim.
Yeah.
More likely. Okay.
Right.
They know where I am.
They do.
This is
Yeah,
trouble.
this is
All right, if he sprints away, there's actually a little rotating triangle on the radar there. When they lose sight of you, that shows the last known position that they saw you at. So you
right.
can use that to your advantage as well to sort of
So you
circle
could lead
around
them
and get
into
the
a
drop
trap or
on.
something,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. But
Hopefully they'll chase me and run into that trap if all goes to plan.
which it won't.
Which it currently isn't because I'm Struggling here. Right.
Okay.
That'll hopefully flush him out.
You're just causing chaos now. I mean, that's the beauty of Sniper Elite. You can play it any way you want. In a situation like this, on camera, it's a bit tricky to take all the time in the world that you might want to if you're being super stealthy, which I know a lot of our players really love playing that way. But if you want to be a little bit more gung-ho about it, then you can do so.
Gonna pick up some ammo because I'm getting a bit short.
Search those corpses.
Yeah.
Hey, you could blow up this ammo dump right
That's
here,
true,
Robbie.
I could actually.
Yeah, why don't you nip in there? So that's one of the secondary objectives.
Cover my back here with the trap as well.
Go on then. If you've got any. Go on. Placing a trip mine. Okay. Right, in you go. Time to place a satchel charge. And then if we place a fuse on it and run away, don't get caught in there. There we are. Ammo dump down.
So it's totally. You can do it, or you can leave this objective. You don't even have to. You might just come across it, or.
Of course, when you finish the mission, like and do the primary objective, it'll give you a percentage completion. It'll tell you all the things you've done or not done. So, really encourages you to go back and be a completionist about things. And we unlock various different player challenges as well when you complete a mission, so you can go back and see if you can do it with do the entire mission, but kill fewer than 10 people, say, or do it with a particular weapon. There's loads of stuff in there to really encourage different ways to play the game.
I think I've managed to shake them off.
Have you? Nicely
Yeah,
done.
they seem to be quiet.
Okay.
They won't go all the way back down to a state where they're like, oh, everything is fine. They're now still searching.
Yeah.
But
they know trouble has been
yeah,
happening.
they don't know where I am now, which is the most important bit. So I'm going to try and get onto this bridge.
They're probably assuming you left the area or something.
Yeah.
Hoping you left the area even.
Yeah. Just in case.
So it sounds like each mission is sort of a discrete experience. It has a beginning and an end, although there's sub-objectives within it and all kinds of ambient goals as well, but there's sort of a hard start and a hard stop to each mission.
Yes, absolutely. And they all tie together to form a narrative as well. I mean, the general story of the game is we're in Italy, 1943. We're ahead of the main Allied assault, trying to sort of pave the way, and you're trying to gain the trust of one of the local partisan resistance groups to gain the upper hand against the Nazis. That sort of forms the basis of the narrative. There's lots of other things going on, things you'll discover along the way, but ultimately that's the core of it. It's an interesting, complex kind of political situation in Italy at the time. It's an area of the war that doesn't get covered a great deal in popular media, so it's fun for us to sort of really explore that a bit differently. Robbie's just showing some of our new traversal features, so you can now like shimmy along ledges and things. You got a lot more ability to sort of get around the environment in ways that you weren't able to do before.
It's a little bit Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's not that kind of full-on like superhero parkour kind of thing, but a little bit. A little bit.
Just being able to, just more mobility, just to get around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just missed the sound mask, I think. We've kind of just finished firing as I took that shot, so I might start getting peppered in a second.
Okay, well, you took his hat off, though. That's the important thing. Okay, cover blown. You're actually going to place this satchel charge, aren't you? You're doing quite well. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Kill him.
Oh,
no!
I think you shot his grenade by accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Looked like there was a sudden explosion.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
That
has been before.
could well have been what happened.
Let's see how far my checkpoint is.
So how long has Sniper Elite 4 been in development?
Well, we pretty much started, when we finished Sniper Elite 3. So it's however long that is, Robbie. I don't know.
My goodness.
Good couple of years. Yeah.
Are we going to get any Nazi zombie army this time around?
Well, never say never. I'd certainly like to do some. We know the fans are looking for it, but we haven't made any concrete plans yet. That was brutal, Robbie.
Particularly
arguably unnecessary.
Robbie, how could you?
I was very surprised to see him there.
You are mean.
Oh, man. Yeah.
To go back up the ladder.
Having my usual problems with that. I'm going to better heal myself, I think. Right
Yeah.
now.
So clearly you've added new mechanics. This is probably the most mechanically rich Sniper Elite. Is it also sort of the broadest in scope? Is it in terms of its, the way that the missions are structured and the length of the game?
Yeah, I mean it's many times the size of any previous Sniper Elite game. We've got it's got the most variety in it. We've got the biggest variety of environments as well. So we've got these beautiful mountain valleys. We've got seaside like fishing villages and like countryside towns and monasteries and like nighttime levels, and the stealth mechanics on the nighttime levels are particularly fun because obviously you've got the shadows on your side, but you can be shooting out the lights as well to make sure you've got the safest route possible.
And it looks like even though you can pull out an automatic weapon or do any number of other things, the missions are designed around those long shots, those kill cams, all that sort of thing. So even if you want to, it sounds like you can play it as more of a straightforward third-person shooter, but also given that your objective here is to blow up a bridge from a distance, clearly the overall goal of this particular mission involves a long shot, so it's still built around sniping.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it supports both. It's something we found when we got people playing it, particularly people who haven't played Sniper Elite before and might be more used to things like Call of Duty.
Sure.
They start off by playing a little bit more high action, but the longer they play, the more they get into it, the more they start acting stealthily and getting into the Sniper Elite spirit and really getting into it. So it's it supports both, and people should enjoy it every which way they choose.
This could be a record, Tim.
Are you actually going to do this
on a live? Oh no, I was
oh, come on. Right.
Spoke too soon.
Go on, leg it. You can get. He's got to get distance now, like get far enough away to get an angle on the satchel charge he's just placed, so they can shoot it, blow up the bridge, without blowing himself up with it.
All right,
we have to hurry. We're
we
very
are
nearly
running
out
out
of
of
time.
time.
How long
We
we
just
got?
got
How
the
long we
little.
got?
Got a minute.
A minute.
All right,
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
do
do it. He can do it.
Pressures are really on now.
Yeah, the thing is,
Oh, no!
What even
ammo box.
Oh. Unlucky, Robbie.
Ba-ba-ba-da, wah.
Oh, well,
Ruined my
It's a
E3.
valiant effort. It's a valiant effort.
Thanks.
guys, thank you so much for bringing the game down to see us. You guys announced a new release date. Can you tell us when it is?
We have indeed.
Well, yeah, it's February 14, and that's Valentine's Day, and Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
I was gonna make some kind of not shot joke, but I feel
Go for it. Go for it. If you're
no.
ready.
I mean, it's already out
Slip it
there
in.
now. It's already out there now. Thank you so much for bringing the game, guys.
Pleasure.
This is my last thing in the game at E3 this year.
Oh wow.
On the stage. So thank you so much for joining me. Next up, we've got Danny O'Dwyer. We've got a whole bunch of other games coming up. So please don't go anywhere.
With Deus Ex, we want it to be the window to the future.
What we're trying to do is change the prosthetics industry so we can offer affordable, functional and beautiful prosthetic devices to amputees.
I'm proud of being one-handed. It doesn't make me feel any different. But wearing this, instead of having people come up to me or give me like the sincere look of, oh, you've lost your arm, they go, oh wow, this is fantastic. And I just like to see people have a smile on their face about it. That's what it's all about for me. Because we're heavily promoting this kind of technology, some people really think like we were producing, augmented arms. And some fans or some moms and so on were asking, where can I buy your arm? And unfortunately, we have to say, we're not building any arms, we're just a video game company. But that triggers, the thing where we say, we should do something.
It was a really natural fit when they got in touch with us. We were almost expecting it at some point, and we formed this idea to try and turn Adam Jensen's arm into a real-life bionic limb.
I was actually only born with my left hand, so I've never seen any different, and I've always wanted to have like a robotic hand. I've never said I wanted two hands, just a robotic one, just to feel more cyborg, because it's just so much cooler, especially being into sci-fi and comics and stuff.
I developed the first bionic hand when I was 17, just tinkering in my bedroom at my parents' house when I was younger. So when I went to university a few years later, I wanted to take the project a little bit further and found that bionic hands existed for amputees to wear, but they were extremely expensive. And so I used that angle as an excuse to be allowed to create a bionic hand for my final year project at university. And then after university was when I co-founded Open Bionics, and we began working on the same problem with a more kind of definitive goal of being able to offer these bionic hands to people at a really affordable price.
So this is a custom built one for myself. We use sensors in the top and bottom of my arm. So if I tense my bottom muscles, it will close. And if I loosen up but tense upwards slightly, it will open.
We have a fantastic art director. His name is Jonathan Jack Beltet. This guy is a visionary. He's completely crazy. And the way we wanted to depict, a future world was that human augmentations couldn't be like just medical device. We wanted it to be super rewarding. People are wearing this kind of prosthesis in a fashionable way. For Deus Ex, we never wanted to do some gimmicky big robot's hand and so on. We wanted something to touch upon, the high fashion, very refined design, something that looks very slick and very, you could be very proud to wear it.
And then you can change all the functions like that. Kind of cool.
At this point, we've made a semi-functional prototype. So we've made one that's functional and looks similar to Adam Jensen's hand. The next steps for us will be perfecting the functionality of it so that it works really nicely and it's very good at grasping objects, and then making the finish really nice so that it looks the part as well. The design files that we're working on in this project will be open source as well, so people will be able to download them. If they have a 3D printer, they'll be able to make themselves an Adam Jensen arm that will be functional and they'll be able to use it.
We don't want to cut this technology, this accessibility to people who have their both hands and so on. So we partnered with Intel with their RealSense division and Razer with their Stargazer division also.
Multiple points on the hand in motion is captured in real time. The result is a one-to-one mirroring between the user's hand and the bionic hand.
We want to show limb-different people that the products and devices that they're seeing in science fiction, in gaming and in movies can become reality and can become reality very soon.
It's mind-blowing for a lot of people, but I cannot wait for the future of this.
Everything we're doing is somehow a new step forward. We now defining the future.